Test, test. Very pleasant afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Trinity Ball as we're ready for the first of two in a Friday doubleheader here against the Conquistadors of Florida National University. Before we begin, we'd like to ask you to please stand for prayer. Heavenly Father, we give you the praise as always, and we ask you to bless the young men on the field today. Keep them all free from all harm and injury. Heal those who are already hurting, Father. We thank you for the beautiful weather for this evening's baseball games. Father, we ask you to bless the Conquistadors in their stay in Jacksonville and as they travel home tomorrow night. Thank you, Father, for your blessings and above all, for the salvation through the blood of Christ. In your name we pray. Amen. And now the starting lineup. First, for the Florida National University Conquistadors. Leading off in center field, number 23, Jordan Lewis. Batting second, playing second base, number 21, Daniel Salgado. Batting third in right field, number 7, Gino Bellantoni. The cleanup hitter is at third base, number 13, Matthew Gonzalez. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 26, Roberto Fernandez. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 25, Yordangel Gonzalez. Batting seventh, behind the plate, number 27, Adrian Roman. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 5, Jason Altuve. Batting ninth in left field, number 29, Daniel Reyes. And pitching for the Conquistadors, number 52, Luis Ayesa. And now the starting lineup for your home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off at third base, number 3, Graham Gorman. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third in left field, number 9, Gavin Williams. Batting cleanup, playing first base, number 34, David Hickey. Batting fifth in right field, number 2, Jordan Fernandez. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 4, Nate Norguris. Batting eighth behind the plate, number 19, Drew Gifford. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 41, Seth Reeves. And on the mound for the Eagles, number 16, Jose Michel. Conquistadors are led by head coach Nicholas Strong, and the Eagles are led by head coach John Copeland. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. It's baseball season here at Trinity Ball, and the TBC Eagles are about to play the first two of a 4-game series against the NAIA Conquistadors of Florida National University. Doubleheader today, Doubleheader tomorrow beginning at 12 noon. So pull up a chair and get ready for some exciting Eagles baseball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. It is a warm and beautiful Friday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures 74 degrees as we get started with the wind blowing in from right center at about 7 miles per hour. Won't have too much of an effect on a fly ball, but still could make things interesting with the ball hit in that direction. Trinity Baptist 1-4 on the early part of the season. Got a win against Payne College in last Saturday afternoon's doubleheader. Had a little trouble with Thomas University this past Tuesday, but they're ready to take on the Florida National University Conquistadors, who are 1-1 on the season. The Conquistadors played a doubleheader just a couple of days ago, and they split that doubleheader with Ohio Christian, winning the first game 16-2 and falling in game number 2 by a score of 6-5. Here's a batting order in case you missed it. Jordan Lewis in center, Daniel Sildago at second, Gino Bellantoni in right. The middle third is third baseman Matthew Gonzalez, DH Roberto Fernandez, and first baseman Yord Angel Gonzalez. And the bottom third of the batting order, catcher Adrian Roman, Jason Altuve at short, and Daniel Reyes is in left. They will face Jose Michel, making his second start for Trinity Baptist. 5 1/3 innings pitched against Payne College, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. And so the Conquistadors ready to take the batter's box, and this ball game will be underway in just one moment. Jordan Lewis will lead things off for the Conquistadors. Lewis on the young season, he is 3 for 5 with a pair of RBIs. He's also walked a couple of times. Michel from the stretch with the bases empty, and the first pitch fastball is in there for a strike. Michel cruised through 5 innings against Payne last Saturday. They got to him in the 6th, but TBC was able to win that ball game in walk-off fashion. Here's a 1-strike pitch, another fastball, but this one misses off the outside corner, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. I'm Ray Bureau. Thanks for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. A ball and a strike, Michel. Quick delivery and a swing and a miss for strike 2. Eagles basketball got a pair of South Region wins last night against Johnson University of Florida. The women won 77-60 and the men won 76-71. That fastball misses upstairs and the count is evened up at 2-2. Tomorrow afternoon, the men play their regular season finale against the South Region's Southeastern Baptist College at 4 p.m. The 2-2 and a tapper foul, and Lewis hit it right off his own body, so he'll step back in the box with a count of 2-2. Tonight's women's game against Wesleyan College has been canceled, so the women's basketball team will finish up Monday night against Denmark Technical College at home at 5:30. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. Out number 1, Jose Michel strikes out the first Conquistador he faces. And with one out, the base is empty. Daniel Silgado steps into the batter's box. So far on the season, Silgado is 1 for 6, but he has also walked 3 times. Conquistadors, they don't chase too many pitches out of the zone. They've been up here for the last several years, and they like to put the ball in play. They will take a walk, though, if you give it to them. 1 ball, no strikes. They played their first ever baseball game just a few years ago right here at Trinity Ball Yard and won it 4-0. Here's the 1-0, and a fastball misses up and away. That's ball 2. Silgado followed by Gino Ballantoni. Inning continues. Matthew Gonzalez would bat next. Michel behind in the count. Takes a little something off it, but a line drive base hit in the right for Silgado. And the Conquistadors have a runner at first with 1 man out. And it brings up right fielder Gino Bellantoni. On the season, Bellatoni 2 for 5. He's also walked twice and driven in 3 runs. Both the games against Ohio Christian so far for Florida National. Modest lead off first, and Michelle's first pitch is up and away, and he got underneath that one. Might have pushed it a little bit too much. Big left-handed hitter in the batter's box, Gino Bellantino. Stands at 5'9", 175. Actually, I read the wrong one. 6'0", 205, and he gets every bit of this one and lines it into the gap. Here's a runner around second on his way to third. The Eagles get the ball back in quickly, and they will stop Silgado at third base, but that is a one-out double for Gino Bellantoni. So runners are at second and third with just one out. Michelle struck out the first man, but they gave up a line drive single and a line drive double. Matthew Gonzalez at the plate. He is 2 for 7 with 4 runs driven in, and he's also walked twice. And Michelle from the stretch took something off and had to hit her just a little bit out in front, and a foul ball for strike 1. One day I'm going to stop coughing and get my full voice back. It's on its way, but very gradually. No balls and a strike. Gonzalez, a sophomore from Santiago in the Dominican Republic. Not sure where that one missed. Might have been a little bit inside. So a ball and a strike. Eagles will bring the infield in and try to keep the run from scoring. And Michelle from the stretch with second and third. High fly ball into right. Should score a run. The catch is made by Fernandez. A strong throw to the plate. Hickey will cut it off. A run is in. Another man to third. Good hustle by both Silgado and Bellantoni. It was a very good, strong throw from Jordan Fernandez, but the RBI sacrifice fly makes it 1-0 Florida National. There are 2 outs and a runner at third for Roberto Fernandez. Junior from Miami Beach. Chance to drive in a run. First pitch in the dirt, and a good block by Drew Gifford, one of our new faces here at TBC. Roberto Fernandez, again looking to drive in the run. He has done that 4 times so far. 2 for 7 on the season, 4 ribbies, and he takes this one a little bit outside. Fernandez has also drawn a walk. 2 balls, no strikes. Shell works exclusively from the stretch. Gets a ground ball, but it's up the middle and into center field for an RBI single for Roberto Fernandez. Bellantoni scores, and it's 2-0. Nice piece of hitting. Just put the bat on the ball and guided it right up the middle. Both Naguris and Seth Reeves did all they could, but that ball had just enough to get through the hole right by the bag. So 2-0, and Yordangel Gonzalez at the plate. 6'1", 215-pound junior from Miami Beach. And he grounds the first ball sharply, actually on a line towards short, right at Nate Naguris, and that ends the inning. For the Conquistadors, however, 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 man left. After a half inning of play, it's the Conquistadors 2 and the Eagles coming to bat. We'll keep it right here and remind you of the Trinity Baptist batting order. Leading off will be third baseman Graham Gorman. Batting second is the DH Ryan Ongst. Gavin Williams is in left field. He's batting third. Cleanup hitter is David Hickey, who drove in the game-winning run against Payne last Saturday. He's at first base, batting fourth. Batting fifth in right field is Jordan Fernandez. Center fielder Parker Laffrey will bat sixth. Batting seventh is the shortstop Nate Naguris. Batting eighth, Drew Gifford is doing the catching, and Seth Reeves, the second baseman, will bat ninth. They will face Luis Ayesa, making his first appearance of the season. And defensively behind Ayesa, Gonzalez at third, Altuve at short, Silgado at second, and your Angel Gonzalez at first. In left field is Daniel Reyes, Jordan Lewis is in center, and Gino Bellantoni is in right. The battery mate of Ayesa is Adrian Roman back there behind the plate. Tall right-hander on the mound for the Conquistadors, Luis Ayesa, 6'2", 165 pounds. He's a junior from Valencia, Venezuela. Transfer from Iowa Wesleyan University. Head coach of the Conquistadors, Nicholas Strong. He is assisted by Stephen Montiel and Roberto Rodriguez. The athletic director is Ryan Raposo, and the sports information director of Florida National University is Brenda Bogle. And Ayesa getting ready to finish up his warm-up tosses. Tomorrow's doubleheader scheduled to begin at 12 noon, and it looks like we're supposed to have more really nice weather out here at Trinity Ball Yard. Partly cloudy, about 78 degrees when we start play tomorrow. Tonight we should be in the low 70s to the high 60s by the time we're done, around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock in there. Might drop down into the mid 60s, but no rain in the forecast. And so Ayesa finishes up his warm-up tosses and is ready to face Graham Gorman, who's off to a pretty decent start for TBC. He's hit the ball solidly. Just one base hit, but it was a home run. He's made solid contact. 1 for 7 so far. Two for 14, rather, my mistake. But again, he's hit the ball pretty sharply. Gorman trying to start things off for the Eagles, and the first pitch, fastball, misses upstairs. Our first look at Luis Ayesa. I do recognize many of the names on the Conquistadors roster. 1 ball, no strikes, and a swing, and a miss. Gorman homered against Payne last Saturday. In fact, he and Gavin Williams each went deep in the doubleheader. A breaking ball that misses. That one is well low and outside. So 2 balls and a strike. Wind blowing in, but not all that hard. Won't have too much an effect on a well-hit ball out toward the flagpole. 2 balls and a strike. Gorman swings and fouls this one straight back. His home run and Gavin Williams' home run, both opposite field, between the scoreboard and the flagpole last weekend. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a long look by Ayesa, and the pitch misses upstairs, and that is ball 3. Count of 3-2. If nothing else, Gorman has made Ayesa work to the first batter. And the payoff pitch. That one is fouled back, and Gorman will stay alive. Major league size ballpark here at Trinity Ball Yard. 320 down the lines, 360 in the alleys, and 400 to straightaway center. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gorman trying to start a rally as the Eagles trail 2-0 in their first at-bat. And a breaking ball got the inside corner. Gorman was starting to walk towards first, but that is strike 3. But he did make Ayesa throw a good number of pitches. And with 1 out and the base is empty, Ryan Ongst at the plate. Rhino has 2 RBIs, 6 out of 19 in the early going. And a left-handed hitter takes the first pitch fastball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Florida National got 2 in the first, both of those runs earned. And the 1 ball, no strike pitch is down in the dirt. Onks has not drawn a walk yet. He likes to put the ball in play early in the count. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. And this one misses inside. That's ball 3. We have a great look at the top and the bottom of the zone from high atop the third base dugout. Inside and outside gives us a little trouble. 3 balls, no strikes. And Onks taking all the way. He's still ahead 3-1. Coach John Copeland is assisted by Jordan Broaden, Stephen Smith, and Sammy Coffrin, all former TBC Eagle players. Here's a 3-1, and a line drive foul to the left side fills the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Our athletic director is Mr. John D. Jones, and I-Raid Bureau. I am the sports information director. And a payoff pitch to Ryan Ongst. That one's grounded right back to the box. Aisa snares it, gets a nice underhanded toss to first for the out. 1-3 on the put out, and there were 2 away. Gavin Williams at the plate. He is 6 out of 18, 333, a homer and a couple of RBIs. He's also drawn a walk. This is game number 6 for TBC, number 3 for Florida National. And a first pitch breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Williams, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Long look in by Aisa. And the pitch. That ball is grounded towards short. It's going to be a long throw for Altuve, but he gets it there in time to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Eagles in the first, and after 1, Florida National leads 2-0. We'll be right back. Two nothing Florida National as we go to the top of the second. They got both runs, of course, in the first. A sacrifice fly from Matthew Gonzalez and an RBI single from Roberto Fernandez, scoring Salgado and Bellatoni in succession. So, Michelle, 1 inning of work, 2 runs, both of them earned on a couple of hits. It is 7, 8, and 9 due up for FNU. Adrian Roman, Jason Altuve, and Daniel Reyes. And Michelle finishes up his warm-up tosses, and we'll get ready to face the bottom third of the batting order. Gino Bellantoni, a junior from Boca Raton, steps into the batter's box. So far, he is 2 for 5, and he's driven in 3. He's also drawn a couple of walks. That big 16-2 win, Conquistadors, they drew 11 walks in that ball game. 1 ball, no strikes. Michelle from the stretch, and the 1-0. This one is down at the bottom of the zone, I believe called low for ball 2. We'll have the online scoreboard most likely next week. We're keeping that equipment with the basketball teams as they're finishing up their seasons men tomorrow and women Monday night. So we do plan to have the online scoreboard back in the press box for next Saturday's games against Atlantis. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. Breaking ball. This one is popped up and out of play. Eagles play Atlantis for a single game on Friday night next weekend and a doubleheader on Saturday afternoon right here at Trinity Ball Yard. The 2-2 and a swing and a drive down the line. That is a fair ball. Roman on his way to second. Fernandez tracks it down near the corner, and the Conquistadors have a leadoff double. That ball was right on the line. I had to wait to see what the umpire called, and he said it was fair. And a runner at second with nobody out. Conquistadors like to swing the bat. They drew 11 walks in one game earlier this week. That's not what they come to do. They come to put the ball in play. Jason Altuve at the plate. 0 for 2 officially, but he has walked 3 times and driven in a run. First pitch, and he takes this one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second is Adrian Roman, a leadoff double. Michelle from the stretch. The 1-0. High fly ball. Pretty well hit towards center. That's Parker Laffrey making the catch. A runner will tag. Laffrey was still on his way back when he made the catch, so a very easy tag for Roman. It's not a sacrifice fly. It's just an F8. But he does get the runner to third with only 1 out. Daniel Reyes at the plate, the number 9 hitter. We've seen Daniel up here plenty of times over the years. He is a junior from Miami. Reyes 1 for 4 on the season with a walk and an RBI. That ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes, and another nice block by Drew Gifford. Eagles trailing 2-0 will bring the infield in. 1 out with the runner at third. Big out for Michelle to get, especially if he can keep the runner at third base. And he misses down low. Want to try to keep that ball on the ground and get it right at one of the 4 infielders. And the pitch. And this one misses also. 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield straight away, medium depth. Reyes ahead in the count, looking for one he can get into the outfield, and he takes one at the knees. Not the pitch he wanted. He wants one that he can get, again, into the outfield and bring that run home. So 2 balls and a strike. And Michelle from the stretch. And the pitch. High fly ball. That one is foul and is slicing out of play. So the count is 2-2. Last week, Jose Michel had himself a really sharp breaking curveball, and he ended up striking out 8 in that ball game in 5 innings. 5 1/3 actually. It'd be a good thing to get the batter here and keep that runner at third, and he does just that with a breaking ball. Strikeout number 2. He got the first man he faced, and that man is coming up again in Jordan Lewis. 2 outs and a chance to get out of the inning without that leadoff double scoring. Lewis went down swinging his first time up. And the first pitch. Infield now back with 2 outs and a breaking ball in there for strike 1. The leadoff double right down the line, probably directly over the first base bag. And then a fly ball to center put Roman at third. Strikeout later, and now Michelle trying to keep that runner stranded. There's a ground ball hard in the left field, a base hit. And Roman will score. So that leadoff double comes in, and the Conquistadors lead it 3-0. They're putting the bat on the ball, not trying to do too much, just making contact, and they're making things happen. So 3-0. And Daniel Silgado at the plate. He singled and scored the first run in the first inning. Jordan Lewis at first, low over, and a runner's back in time. Eagles in the dugout disagree. Looked to me like they got him, but the umpire says no. Coach Copeland wants to talk about that call at first. I'm going to take a peek at it myself on the YouTube feed. Go ahead and go full screen. And it looked like they got him, but the umpire said no. Of course, he's a lot closer to the play than I am. Call's going to stand. And Lewis back at first. Jordan Lewis has already stolen 3 bases in just 2 games, and he has not been caught. Another throw over to first, and the runner's back this time. No pitch to the batter just yet. And Lewis not fazed by a couple of good moves. Gets the same good lead, not going, and a ground ball pulled foul. So no balls and a strike. Eagles will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom of the second. 0-1, the count. Daniel Silgado at the plate. 1 for 1 with a run scored, and the 0-1 on the way, and he takes strike 2 on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And Michelle from the stretch checks that runner, not going, and this one is fouled off. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the runner at first. 1 run is in. Roman scored on the base hit from Lewis, who is standing on the bag right now. 0-2. And the pitch, breaking ball, lifted high towards right. Drifting back is Fernandez, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Conquistadors get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 1. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 3-1 or 3-0 Florida National. Well, there's action in the Florida National bullpen, but it is not a Conquistador. It is a couple of Trinity Christian Academy pitchers, the TCA Conquerors, who share this field and all facilities here at Trinity Ministries. They're about to start their season very soon with a trip to Cary, North Carolina, as they're going to take on some of the toughest competition in the country, and they are considered one of the top Power 25 teams in the United States. So good luck to the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors as they're ready to begin their 2024 season very soon. David Hickey, Jordan Fernandez, and Parker Lafferty will lead things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. Luis Ayesa had a perfect 1-2-3 inning with one strikeout to start the ball game. And David Hickey steps up to the plate. He has driven in 2 runs. He is 6 out of 13 on the young season. That's a .462 clip. Got that walk-off RBI base hit against Payne last weekend. Takes the first pitch down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Infield back at 3 of the 4 positions. And the 1-0 hit hard but yanked foul. David Hickey swings a very hot bat, makes very solid contact. The 1-1. And this one is fouled straight back. Hickey tried to check, but made contact. The freshman from Father Lopez School in Ormond Beach, Florida. The school's in Daytona Beach, but he's from Ormond Beach, neighboring township. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. A breaking ball, got him. That's a second strikeout, both on the curveball on the inside corner to a right-handed hitter. And 1 out, Jordan Fernandez at the plate. No argument from Hickey. That was a very good pitch. And Fernandez steps in. .313 so far. He's 5 for 16 with 2 runs driven in. High pop-up. That's going to stay in play, and the catch made by first baseman Yordangel Gonzalez for out number 2. Fernandez got it off the fists. I was about to say his 2 runs that he's driven in so far came on a bloop single to right. If I remember correctly, I believe that was in the ball game that TBC won. They led 4-1, ended up winning 5-4 in walk-off fashion. Payne made a nice comeback late in the game. Lafferty chops one towards third, a little trouble, but then the throw to first in time. Nice job by third baseman Matthew Gonzalez staying with it after the initial bobble and making a good, solid throw. Another 1-2-3 inning for Luis Ayesa. After 2, Conquistadors lead it 3-0. Top of the third, the Conquistadors have 3, 4, and 5 due up with a 3-0 lead. Bellantoni, Gonzalez, and Fernandez. Florida National University, members of the NAIA Continental Athletic Conference. They are facing Jose Michel, who has pitched 2 innings so far. He's allowed 3 runs, all of them earned. 5 hits, hasn't walked anyone, and he has struck out 2. Gino Bellantoni doubled and scored in the first. leading things off in the third. As the sun gets closer to sunset time here in February, it's going to be a little tough for the outfielders. There's a ground ball into right field and a leadoff single. And again, the Conquistadors just making contact and they're finding holes. That one not hit all that hard, but hit the old Yogi Berra, hit them where they ain't. We call that a seeing eye single. That's hit number 6 off Michelle. Matthew Gonzalez drove in a run with a sacrifice fly in the first. That put FNU on the board. Runner at first and a pitch. There's a chopper towards third. The throw to second is into right field. And everybody is safe. That's going to be a fielder's choice. No error. And everybody's safe. Good throw. May have had the runner, but it was a little bit off the mark. Roberto Fernandez, an RBI single in the first. And the pitch. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. High fly ball into left, on its way back, got a chance, and it is gone. A 3-run homer for Roberto Fernandez, and Florida National leads 6-0. The leadoff single, and then the ground ball. And then the 3-run homer for Fernandez. Yord Angel Gonzalez at the plate. One ball, no strikes. Had to check on a scoring change that happened. I'll tell you in a moment as this ball is pulled foul. The scoring has been changed. Gonzalez reaching on a fielder's choice and an E5 on the throw to second. And that makes Bellantoni's run unearned, but it is on the board. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Yord Angel Gonzalez, who lined to short his first time up. Michelle takes a long look in and misses down in the dirt. These Conquistadors, they swing the bat. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Batter helped the pitcher on that one, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Yord Angel Gonzalez digs in. Nobody out. 3 runs in, and the pitch is upstairs, and that fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Jose Michel. Swing and a foul straight back. Count remains 3-2. That ball was not hit in the direction of the wind, which is blowing more in from right center. That ball was hit to left center and got over the fence. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch on the way, misses upstairs, and that's ball 4. First walk allowed by Michelle. Runner at first, nobody out. For the Conquistadors, that's their second home run of the season. Matthew Gonzalez had one against Ohio Christian. This is Adrian Roman at the plate. Doubled and scored his last time up. And he takes the first pitch. A little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 3 runs are in. It is 6-0 Conquistadors. And the 1-0 on the way. A breaking ball misses inside. That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And Michelle takes a long look at the runner at first. Throw over, and a runner is back in time. Yord Angel Gonzalez is the runner at first. Has not attempted a stolen base. It's only the 3rd game of the season. Dances off first. Actually was shuffling a little towards second, and this time they got him. Those little stutter steps towards second may have cost Gonzalez a chance to get back. He is picked off. 1-3. 1 out. Roman at the plate. Ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. And a 2-0 on the way is up and in for ball 3. Well, Gonzalez was taking a little stutter step towards second base. Michelle must have noticed that because he fired over quickly. Now 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Count is 3-1. And from the stretch, the pitch. Fouled straight back, and the count is now full. And Michelle has had to work here in this 3rd inning. Three balls, 2 strikes. Roman digs in, and the pitch. High fly ball towards right. Should be an easy catch for Fernandez, and that's the 2nd out. 2 outs, bases empty for Jason Altuve. He flew out to center his first time up. His fly ball, though, got Adrian Roman to 3rd, and then Roman came in to score on a base hit from Lewis. Strike 1. Michelle gets ahead of the hitter. Reyes, the number 9 man on deck, then the top of the order if the inning continues. No balls and a strike. And a good curveball in there, strike 2. Altuve looked like he didn't like it. He wants a fastball. 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And the pitch. Misses up and away. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. A breaking ball inside. Evens the count at 2-2. 7, 8, and 9 due up for TBC in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. High fly ball, shallow center field. Laffrey will call off Fernandez and make the catch to retire the side. 3 runs, 2 hits, and an error. Nobody left. Bottom of the third coming up. Florida National leads 6-0. Luis Aiza has had 2 perfect innings so far, so he'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the TBC batting order. Nate Norguris, Drew Gifford, and Seth Reeves. Florida National got 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and a 3-run homer from Roberto Fernandez in the third. Eagles looking for their first base runner. And the first pitch is a fastball, misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Aiza ready, and the pitch. And this one is up and away for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch in the dirt. That is ball 3. Norguris ahead in the count. I'm guessing taking no matter what. 3 balls, no strikes. And he does take strike 1. Pitcher's in a groove. You want to make him throw some extra pitches if you can. Aiza winds and delivers a 3-1. Swing and a miss right at the top of the zone, and the count is now full. Luis Aiza making his first appearance of the season. He's looked terrific so far. Shakes off the sign, gets one he likes, and delivers a 3-2. Foul tip straight back, and the batter stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Norguris trying to start a rally as he and his team trail by 6. And the pitch, a little looper down the right field line. It's got a chance to drop, and it does for a base hit. And the Eagles have their first base runner. Nate Norguris leads off with a bloop single. That is his 3rd hit on the season. He's now 3 out of 11. Brings up Drew Gifford, the Eagles catcher. He is 1 for 8 so far. He's also drawn a walk and stolen a base. Norguris with a pretty good lead, nothing excessive. And the first pitch is fouled right off the catcher. So Aiza working from the stretch for the first time. We'll see if that has any effect. Norguris not likely to run with his team trailing by 6. He hasn't tried to yet this season. Again, it's only game number 6 for the Eagles. No balls and a strike. Gifford, the catcher, at the plate. Again, good lead but not excessive, and the pitch, a fastball right down the middle for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 6'2" right-hander toes the rubber, shakes off 2 signs, gets one he likes. He's ahead. Instead of throw over to first, and the runner's back. Your Angel Gonzalez thought they had Norguris picked off. Both teams now thinking that they had a runner picked off. That one was awfully close. 2 strikes on Gifford. Norguris shortens up just a bit at first. And a pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Ball might have been a little bit up and out of the zone. And that is strikeout number 3 for Luis Aesa. Seth Reeves at the plate now for TBC, the number 9 man in the batting order. Reeves is 2 for 6 with a double this season. He has a runner at first, 1 man out, top of the order, due up next. Throw over to first, and this time the runner's back in plenty of time. First of 2 here on a beautiful Friday afternoon into the evening. 6-0 Conquistadors. High pop up over near the dugout and into the Eagles bullpen. We'll stop this feed and start up a brand new one for game number 2. No balls and a strike after the foul ball. Reeves, left-hand hitter, has a runner at first and a lot of room on the ground to the right side. And he takes a fastball high to even the count at 1-1. Outfield straight away, not too far off the line, is Bellantoni in right. Same situation with Daniel Reyes in left. And Jordan Lewis appears to be playing directly behind the bag in center. Not too deep, as that one is fouled off. Eagles have hit 2 home runs. Last year, as a team, Trinity Baptist hit 4 home runs. So they're already halfway there in 24. A ball and 2 strikes. Again, the runner not likely to go, trailing by 6. And a pitch. Line drive into center field. That ball's going to be on the ground. That's a base hit. Norguris had to hold and make sure the ball wasn't caught. A diving effort by Lewis. He got his glove on the ball and very nearly made a terrific diving catch. So a single for Seth Reeves. Norguris at second, and Graham Gorman at the plate. He was called out on strikes on a terrific breaking ball starting the ball game. There is 1 out, 2 men on. Gonzalez will play behind the runner at first. And time called. We are in the bottom of the 3rd, and Florida National leads 6-0. Again, we plan to have our online scoreboard back on the baseball feed next weekend. That equipment is still being used for TBC Eagles basketball tomorrow and this coming Monday. And a pitch. And that one is outside. And Graham Gorman is ahead in the count. I'll be doing the basketball game tomorrow. Lucas Spee will be here in the baseball press box for tomorrow's doubleheader between the Eagles and the Conquistadors. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. And a fastball on the outer half, and that is strike 1. A ball and a strike. Long look, and now the delivery, a breaking ball. That got the inside corner. That's the same kind of pitch that Aesa got Gorman with on strike 3 in the first. That was strike 2. Like seeing those names pop up on the chat. Here's a 1-2. Gorman got a piece of it, pulled it foul. Chance for Gorman to drive in a run. He has 1 RBI, the solo home run last weekend. He has drawn 4 walks. Now, though, he's down in the count 1-2. And the pitch. Ball 2, low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the outfield straight away. Not too deep. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eagles threatening in the bottom of the 3rd. And the pitch. Breaking ball. This one lined in the left field. Again, Norguris had to hold to make sure the ball got through, so he will have to stop at 3rd. That's a 3rd hit of the inning for an Eagles batter. Gorman singles. Norguris stops at 3rd. Reeves at 2nd. The bases are loaded with 1 out. And Ryan Ongst at the plate. Ongst has driven in 2 runs, and we are going to have a timeout for a conference at the mound. Head coach Nicholas Strong of the Conquistadors. His pitcher is leading 6-0, but in his first jam of the afternoon. 2 perfect innings. This inning started with a base hit by Norguris, then a strikeout, then back-to-back singles by Reeves and Gorman have loaded the bases with 1 out. Ryan Ongst grounded one back to the pitcher his first time up. I do believe that was more of a defensive strategy conference. And we'll see if Aisa winds up or goes from the stretch with the bases loaded. Left-hand hitting Ryan Ongst at the plate. And Aisa appears like he will wind up at least to start the at-bat. Double play depth up the middle. Of course, a double play would end the inning. And the first pitch to Ongst. Taken for a strike. There is a left-hander up in the bullpen for the Conquistadors. Aisa delivers and a high pop-up to left field, but slicing out of play. It was deep enough to score the run had the catch been made. Can't quite see who is warming up, but it is a left-hander. No balls, 2 strikes to Ongst. Check swing and a ball in the dirt, and he held up in time. And a good block by Adrian Roman. Well, if the fence post wasn't in the way, I might be able to tell who's throwing out there. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. There's a tapper towards short. Flip to second for 1, to throw back to 3rd, trying to catch Reeves, rounding the bag too much. That is a fielder's choice and an RBI for Ryan Ongst. He's aboard at first. As Norguris scores, the Eagles are on the board. Seth Reeves advances to 3rd on the play, and Gorman is out 6-4. Hope you got all that, Marilyn. Marilyn Gordon, our official statistician. I feel you. That's what I have to do at the Jumbo Shrimp. Gavin Williams at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. 1 run is in. Williams grounded to short in the first. Ongst at first, Reeves at 3rd, and the first pitch fastball is upstairs. A good job by Silgado at 2nd. He knew he didn't have the double play, so he tried to catch Reeves, rounding 3rd a little bit too far. Reeves, though, put on the brakes and stayed on the bag. And a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Alias Manny Alonso is a left-hander warming up. Looks like he has stopped throwing now. Throw over to first, almost got away, and Gonzalez tried to deke Angst. But Rhino, a senior, has been around a while, didn't fall for it. A ball and a strike to Gavin Williams. 2 outs. And the pitch. High pop-up, that will get out of play and make the count 1-2. Bottom of the third, Eagles on the board, but still trailing 6-1. Angst, pretty good speed at first. A ball in the gap, has a chance with 2 outs to bring him all the way around. Here's a 1-2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Isa got in a jam, but now is trying to work his way out of it. And runner takes off for second. Eagles are going to try to steal a run. The throw to the plate. It is in time, and that ends the inning. That'll be a caught stealing for Seth Reeves. And the play will go 1-4-2 at the putout at home. Gavin Williams will lead off for TBC in the bottom of the fourth. Eagles get on the board, and after 3, it's Florida National 6, Trinity Baptist 1. Top of the fourth, Florida National leads it 6-1. Good defensive play. Daniel Silgado took the throw, coming in with his momentum going toward the plate. The throw was a little bit high, but the catcher, Adrian Roman, got the tag down just in time as Reeves crossed the plate. So Williams will lead off in the fourth in the bottom half. Top half, it's Daniel Reyes leading off for Florida National, followed by top of the order Jordan Lewis and Daniel Silgado. Jose Michel back on the mound. Line drive pulled down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Reyes around first, on his way to second, and he has a leadoff double. Not sure if that ball would stay fair. It was hooking, and it was just inside the line, but clearly fair. And Reyes at second with nobody out. Jordan Lewis drove in a run in the second. He is 1 for 2. That was an RBI single. Reyes aboard at second. And the first pitch to Lewis, grounded into left field. Reyes held up, made sure the ball got through. And so the Conquistadors will have runners at the corners. 2 pitches, 2 base hits. That is hit number 9 on the afternoon for Florida National. And Daniel Silgado at the plate. Nobody out, runners at the corners. There have been some pretty well hit balls by the Conquistadors. And the first pitch, runner's going, it's hit right at Hickey. He has just one play, step on the bag, and that is all. That ball hit right on the screws by Silgado. 3 unassisted with Lewis advancing to second. Even if Hickey had fielded that cleanly, doubtful he had a chance at the double play. Made the wise move and got the sure out. Gino Bellantoni is 2 for 2 with a pair of runs scored. He has doubled and singled. Actually, I'm going to correct myself in a moment. He is 1 for 2. He has doubled and reached on a fielder's choice. His first pitch foul to the left side. No balls and a strike. 3 pitches, 2 hits, and a grounder to first, and then a foul ball on the 4th pitch of the inning. So a lot of action in just a few pitches thrown by Jose Michel. 1 strike, 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, and the pitch. Fastball up and away. Karen Alexandra Montoya, Williams Landaeta. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for letting us know you're watching. A ball and a strike and a pitch. Fastball low for ball 2. Claudia Hoya. And we welcome all of our Eagles and Conquistador fans. You know, the shadows get that glare on the glass. Shouldn't last too much longer as the sun starts to go down. And we had a foul ball for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Michel a chance to catch his breath. And Bellantoni back in the box. Here's a 2-2. And he pulls this one foul. Bellantoni was on base when Fernandez put one over the left field fence 1 inning ago. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a high chopper. That's going to be a fair ball down the right field line. Nothing Hickey could do about it, and that's a 2-run double for Gino Bellantoni. Throw gets away, and Bellantoni's going to take off for third, and he'll get there on a throwing error. And actually, the ball, they're going to say, went out of bounds, and Bellantoni's asking if he's allowed to score. He does a wise thing and goes all the way around, and we'll see what the umpiring crew says. It's a 2-run double, 2 RBIs. He gets to third on the errant throw from right. Both runs are earned. And now we'll see if Bellantoni is allowed to score or if he'll go back to third base. Of course, the ball got out of the camera shot, so we didn't see where it actually ended up. And it looks like Bellantoni will be awarded home plate. So a 2-base error after the double. For the moment, that run is unearned. We'll have to see what happens the rest of the way. It is on the board, however, and the Conquistadors lead 8-1 in the 4th. And the umpires are still going to talk about that last throw to see where Bellantoni ends up. Does he score or does he go back to third? And the run will count. That's going to make the score 9-1 Conquistadors. And now in the box is Matthew Gonzalez. And Michelle ready for his first pitch to Gonzalez. High pop fly on the infield. Seth Reeves calling for it and makes the catch. So there are two out. One ball, no strikes. And this one taken inside. Gonzalez popped up to the second baseman for the second out. Fernandez has driven in 4. A base hit and a 3-run homer have brought in the runs. 2 balls, no strikes, and a ground ball into center field. That is a base hit. That is his 3rd hit of the day. And it brings up York Angel Gonzalez with 2 away and a runner at first. York Angel Gonzalez has lined to short and drawn a walk. He was also picked off. Goes down 4-1 and lofts it high toward the right field line. That is a fair ball. That's a base hit for Gonzalez. And Fernandez goes first to third. Conquistadors are making contact and getting balls to drop in. Again, nothing anyone could do about the placement of that one, and it did stay inside the line. We could tell that one easily from up here. Adrian Robin at the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He's gone the other way both times. Once for a double right down the line over the bag, and once for a fly ball caught in right. There are 2 outs and runners at the corners. 3 runs are in. Conquistadors have scored in all 4 at-bats. And the pitch. In the dirt. Gifford able to knock it down and keep it inside the catcher's, well, we usually say catcher's circle, but that's more of a home plate shaped catcher's area. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And this one is upstairs. That's ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Roman an RBI opportunity. And he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs. Runners at the corners. And Michelle from the stretch. And the 2-1. There's a fly ball into right field. Fernandez camps under it and makes the catch to end the inning. For the Conquistadors, 3 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits and 2 men left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Florida National leads 9-1. Bottom of the fourth, Gavin Williams, David Hickey, and Jordan Fernandez at the plate for Trinity Baptist. Williams was the batter. Eagles tried to steal a run but were caught at home, and so Williams back in the batter's box with a fresh count. Leading off the bottom of the fourth. First ball swinging and hits it right off the third baseman, Matthew Gonzalez. That should be an error on Gonzalez. Conquistadors don't make many mistakes. If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to beat them yourselves because plays like that don't happen very often. So Gonzalez is aboard. David Hickey at the plate. Trailing by 8. Eagles not likely to run. There's a drive into center on the line, and that ball is caught. Jordan Lewis had to battle the sun, which is starting to set, and he stayed with it. Hickey hit that ball very hard, but a line out to center. Brings up Jordan Fernandez, who popped foul to the first baseman his first time up. Fernandez digs in, and the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nothing in one. One out with the runner at first. And the pitch. And a fastball is upstairs. A ball and a strike. Temperatures are starting to cool down, closer to 70 degrees. And a fastball misses up and away. We don't know yet who will start for either team in game 2. 2 balls and a strike. Gavin Williams leads off first. And the pitch. That one is down low for ball 3. There is action in the Florida National bullpen, a right-hander this time. Not throwing all that seriously, just starting to loosen up. Of course, we have no view of the Eagles bullpen. And a 3-1. Breaking ball outside, that's ball 4. 1 out, 2 men on. Fernandez draws the walk. Williams advances to second. And Parker Lafferty at the plate. He grounded one to third his first time up. Chance for Lafferty to drive in a run. Williams, a good lead off second, not being held. Swing and a miss. Jordan Angel Gonzalez playing behind the runner at first. Matthew Gonzalez even with the bag at third. No balls and a strike to Lafferty. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. So Lafferty down in the count, 0-2. Again, the outfield straight away, not too deep. 2-strike pitch, misses low and outside. Aisa looked like he tried to overthrow that one and held on to it a little too long. 9-1 Conquistadors, bottom of the fourth. Eagles batting, 1 out, but they have 2 runners aboard. A ball and 2 strikes. Aisa delivers. High chopper towards second. They'll go to second for 1. Relay throw not made, and again, throw back to second. Fielder's choice, 4-6 on the putout. Williams advances to third. Fernandez is the man out at second. Nate Norguris at the plate. He's 1 for 1. He singled to lead off the third and ended up scoring the run. Got himself a bloop single into right. Chance to drive in a run. Williams at third, Lafferty at first, 2 outs. High fly ball, pretty well hit towards right, but it's going to be tracked down and caught. Gino Bellantoni puts it away, and that ends the inning. Norguris hit the ball really well. There were a couple of hard hit balls caught in the inning. Eagles get 2 men on, but do not score. And after 4, Florida National leads it 9-1. Trinity Baptist will send a new man to the mound to start the 5th inning. Freshman Elijah Circus takes over for Jose Michel. Circus makes his 3rd appearance. He has pitched 3 total innings. He's allowed 10 runs, but just 5 of those are earned. 9 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. First man he will face is Jason Altuve, who was flied to center both times up. Altuve gets into one, hits it towards left this time, and toward the gap, and the catch is made by Williams. Off the bat, that one looked like it had a chance for extra bases. Williams had him played well. 1 away. Jose Michel, 4 innings, 9 runs, 7 of them earned, 12 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Daniel Reyes at the plate. Doubled and scored. That double led off the 4th inning. He is 1 for 2. Fouls off the first pitch. Daniel, those are your own teammates down there in the bullpen. You want to be a little more careful. The 0-1. This time pulled toward the Trinity dugout, and that is strike 2. Double-barreled action in the Conquistador bullpen. Manny Okendo, one of the men throwing. And the other gentleman is Tristan Petty. This ball is pulled foul. Conquistadors have done well keeping the ball fair right down the lines. This one didn't quite make it. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, Luis Ayesa has done a really nice job, just 1 run in 4 innings. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2, and Circus gets the first 2 men he faces. A line drive caught in left and a punch out. And Jordan Lewis at the plate. He's had himself a pretty good day. 2 hits, an RBI, and a run scored. 2 for 3. Top of the 5th, 9-1 Florida National. And Circus delivers a breaking ball. That one got away from him and is behind the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. And Circus delivers another breaking ball. This one also high and tight. Two balls, no strikes, and the pitch. This one line into left field, a base hit. Lewis hustling around first. There'll be a play at second, and he is in there with a hustle double. Jordan Lewis with his third hit of the day. All three of them pulled to left. This time he gets two bags out of it. There are two outs, and Daniel Silgato at the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a run scored. He's the one who hit that hot shot right at David Hickey his last time up. Hickey was able to get the out at first. There's a line drive toward the gap. Laffrey on his horse. He won't get there. It's down on the ground. A run will score. And Silgato will pull up into second with an RBI double. Well, Lewis doubled with two outs, and he comes in to score his second run of the game. And an RBI for Silgato. Brings up Gino Bellantoni. For Silgato, that is his first ribby of the season. Minatelli takes the first pitch outside. High pop-up. Shallow left field. Two men giving chase. It's going to be Williams who makes the catch to end the inning. A pair of two-out doubles lead to a run. And after 4.5, Florida National leads 10-1. New man on the mound for the Conquistadors. Tristan Pettia Jr. from Brownwood, Texas. 5'10", 220, makes his first appearance of the season. And barring changes, he will face Drew Gifford, Seth Reeves, and Graham Gorman. No other changes for the Conquistadors. We'll give you Iasa's numbers in just a moment. They're good. And the pitch is a fastball, misses outside. Luis Iasa, let me try that again. Luis Iasa, 4 innings, 1 run, it's earned. Just 3 hits. High pop foul out of play, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And Iasa in line for the win. He did go the required 4 innings in a 7-inning game. A ball and a strike, and the pitch is upstairs. That is ball 2. Starting pitcher must go at least half the ball game to qualify for the win. Scheduled 7-inning game. 4 innings is enough. And the 2-1 And a chopper pulled foul. Gifford went down on strikes his first time up. Two balls, two strikes. And Petty with the pitch. Strike three called at the knees. So Gifford is out number one. And Seth Reeves is the hitter. Tristan Petty, a transfer from Milwaukee Area Technical College. Strikes out the first man of the season that he faces, and now has Seth Reeves at the plate. And a high fly ball towards left field. Coming in is Reyes, and he makes the catch for out number two. Two outs for Graham Gorman, the Eagles' leadoff hitter. He is 1 for 2, got a base hit in the third. It was erased, though, on a fielder's choice. Gorman facing Petty, and the first pitch is a fastball upstairs. One ball, no strikes. And Petty from the stretch, as most relievers do, work from the stretch exclusively, and he misses upstairs. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the fifth, Eagles need to rally, trailing 10-1. And this one is in the dirt, and that's ball 3. Another man loosening up for Florida National. Three balls, no strikes. Ball 4, good at bat for Gorman. He draws the walk. He's aboard for the second time. Just the first walk of the day for FNU pitching. So Gorman is aboard, and Ryan Ongst is at the plate. It was Humberto Valley who was warming up a moment ago. He has now stopped throwing. 2 outs. Gorman at first. Ongst lifts one down the right field line. It's going to stay up just long enough for Bellantoni to make the running catch, charging in. And that ends the inning. A 2-out walk, but nothing else for the Eagles. And after 5, Florida National leads 10-1. Top of the 6th, Matthew Gonzalez, Roberto Fernandez, Angel Gonzalez, the scheduled hitters, barring any changes, as the Conquistadors lead 10-1. No defensive changes for Trinity Baptist. Matthew Gonzalez, he is 0 for 2, but he drove in a run with a sac fly in the first inning. High fly ball towards left. Williams drifting back. It has room, and he makes the catch. A deep fly ball out. Gonzalez hit that one pretty well. Might have gotten under it just a bit. Young man named Jeffrey working the camera for us here today and doing a terrific job following the action. First pitch, Roberto Fernandez takes down low for ball one. He is 3 for 3 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And he takes ball two down and in. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Elijah Circus delivers. There's another high drive towards center. Lafferty has plenty of room, calls off Fernandez and makes the catch. 2 fly ball outs to start the inning, and it brings up Yordangel Gonzalez. He has lined to short, walked, and singled to right. He got that little pitching wedge base hit to right his last time up. That ball just stayed fair. And the pitch. There's a squibber foul. Coach Strong makes a nice play down the third base side. No balls and a strike. Circus winds and delivers. Fastball hit high and deep towards left center field. This one has a chance, and it is off the top of the fence and gone. That ball hit right on top of the left center field fence. Got the bounce to carry over, and Yordangel Gonzalez has his first home run of the season. (11-1), Florida National now leads. Circus pitches to Adrian Roman, and a fastball is up and in. For Yordangel Gonzalez, his second RBI of the season. Again, game number 3 for the Conquistadors. 1 ball, no strikes, swing and a miss. A ball and a strike. Roman digs in, Circus delivers, and a chopper foul. And Coach Strong couldn't quite get there in time to make the play. So it's 1-2. Two outs, base is empty, a run is in. Solo homer from Yordangel Gonzalez. And the 1-2 on the way, breaking ball. Lifted high towards shallow left. Williams coming in with Lafferty, and it'll be caught. See who made the catch. Lafferty gets the put out, and that ends the inning. A solo home run from Gonzalez gives the Conquistadors a 10-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the sixth, and TBC has Williams, Hickey, and Fernandez due up, trailing 11-1. Tristan Petty getting ready for his second inning of work. He issued a walk in the fifth, but nothing else. He's in relief of Luis Ayesa, looking for his first win, and barring a big comeback by the Eagles, Ayesa should get that. Gavin Williams, 0 for 2, a ground out, and he reached on an error. And Petty ready for his first pitch of the inning, and a good fastball for a strike. Williams, no balls and a strike, digs in. Lights are on. High fly ball to left. He got under it a little bit. It's still carrying, and it's going to be caught in front of the left field fence by Daniel Reyes. Williams squares that up. That ball's gone, but he just got under it. So 1 out. And this time of day is a little tough on the outfielders with the sun starting to set on the west side of Jacksonville. Lights are on, but that's more for game number 2 than for right now. David Hickey has struck out and lined hard to center. 1 out, base is empty, and a breaking ball is upstairs. Hello to Liliana Mendez cheering on the Conquistadors. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is a fastball. Misses inside. So 2 balls, no strikes. Petty from the stretch gets a sign and delivers. And a swing and a miss. Ball has a lot of sink to it. Haven't seen Petty shake his head at all, trusting his catcher. Adrian Roman back there behind the plate. And the 2-1 is in the dirt. Petty looked like he was rushing that one. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out, bases empty. Eagles are batting in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 11-1. And the pitch. There's a hot shot, but pulled foul. David Hickey hits the ball hard. Even his outs in the early part of the season have been hit right on the button. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. Got him swinging. That's strikeout number 2 for Tristan Petty. And with 2 outs and nobody on, Jordan Fernandez is at the plate. He has popped up and walked, so nothing out of 1. In the 7th, 8-9-1 due up for Florida National. Petty's first pitch, and this one is fouled back. No balls and a strike. Of course, as the sun goes down, so will the temperatures. Nothing and 1. And Petty delivers. There's a blooper that's going to stay on the infield and get caught by Daniel Salgado. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Eagles in the 6th. Florida National leads 11-1. We'll be right back. Jason Altuve steps in to lead off the top of the seventh. 11-1 Conquistadors. And the first pitch from Elijah Circus misses low and inside. Third inning of work for Circus. He's allowed 2 runs, both earned, and a fastball up and in. Two balls, no strikes. And his delivery on the 2-0 is popped up and fouled out of play. Circus has allowed 3 hits. He hasn't walked anyone, and he has struck out 1. Two balls and a strike to Altuve. A good curveball in there for strike 2. Reyes on deck, then the top of the order, Jordan Lewis. The 2-2 from Circus is in the dirt, and that fills up the count. Well, if Tristan Petty finishes this one off, he would qualify for a save. We'll see if he comes out to pitch the 7th. 3 innings, no matter the score. As long as you finish the game, that's a save. High pop-up, and that one is out of play. First appearance of the season for both Luis Ayesa and Tristan Petty. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ball 4. Altuve hesitated before trotting to first, but he got the call, and he's aboard to start the 7th. First walk allowed by Circus. And it brings up Daniel Reyes, who is 1 for 3. He has a double sandwiched in between a couple of punch-outs, and he hits this one well towards left. Has a chance to get over Williams' head, and it one hops the fence. Altuve around third. He's going to stop right there. Williams got the ball in very quickly, and a walk followed by a double puts runners at second and third with nobody out. Reyes hit the ball very hard for his second double of the game, so he's 2 for 4 with a run scored. Jordan Lewis at the plate. He is 3 for 4. He's driven in 1 and scored 2. High fly ball to right. Fernandez going back. He's going to not get there in time. Ball hits the ground. Altuve scores. Reyes had to make sure the ball wasn't caught, so he stops at third, and that's an RBI double for Jordan Lewis, his second ribby of the game. That ball just kept on carrying. Fernandez looked for a moment like he was going to make the catch, and the ball took off on him and hit the fence. Runners are second and third once again. And Silgado at the plate fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1. And Circus winds and delivers, and this one is fouled off. That's strike 2. 1 run is in. A walk followed by 2 doubles. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Two-strike delivery. This one is in the dirt, gets by the catcher, but hits the back wall and bounces right back to Gifford. Reyes is the runner at third. He kind of laughs that one off. He started to take off, but had to put on the brakes. Eagles got a runner out in one of last weekend's games on a play very similar to that. The ball bounced right back to Gifford, and he applied the tag. Here's a 1-2. Line drive in the center. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Lewis will stop at third. The throw will be knocked down, and runners are at the corners with nobody out. RBI for Silgado is second of the day. Lewis at third. Reyes scores. And Salgado's at first. Gino Bellatoni at the plate. 13-1 the score. And Circus checks the runner and delivers. And there's a chopper that's going to go foul. Lewis, the runner at third, he went ahead and crossed the plate. Never know if that ball hits a pebble or something and kicks back fair. First and third, nobody out. 2 runs are in. One strike pitch. Line drive, well hit towards right. It is over the head of Fernandez and up against the wall. A run is in. And Salgado will stop at second. That'll be a single for Bellantoni. Lewis scores a 14th run, and it brings up Matthew Gonzalez. A walk and 4 consecutive hits, and that might be all for Elijah Circus. We'll pause here. We'll be right back in a moment on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. The new pitcher is Gamble Holzberg for Trinity Baptist. Holzberg makes his 3rd appearance, 2 total innings so far, 3 earned runs, 6 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. He inherits runners at first and second with nobody out. And his first pitch, fastball, is a strike to Matthew Gonzalez. So for 3, but he has driven in 1 and scored 1. 1 strike. Holzberg, the freshman, delivers and misses downstairs. That's ball 1. Circus responsible for the runners on first and second. And the 1-1 is a fastball outside. Gifford throws the ball, but there's nobody covering the bag. That'll go as an error on the catcher. And that allows Salgado to take third base. Still nobody out. Gonzalez at the plate for the Conquistadors. Two balls and a strike and the pitch. There's a line drive in the right. That's going to get down for a hit. A run is in. Another man around second. He will stop at third. RBI double for Gonzalez. The run is earned and is charged to Circus. And Roberto Fernandez at the plate. Bellantoni at third. Gonzalez at second. No need to remind you what Fernandez has done this afternoon. Takes the first pitch fastball up and in. 3 for 4. A homer. 4 runs driven in. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. And he swings and pulls this one foul. A ball and a strike. Florida National has scored in every inning. Here's a 1-1. This one is in the dirt for ball 2. Still nobody out. Two balls and a strike. Hot shot into left field. That's a base hit. 1 run is in. Another man stops at third. And for Fernandez, his 5th RBI of the game. Matthew Gonzalez at third. Fernandez at first. Your Angel Gonzalez at the plate. He homered his last time up. Hit the ball off the top of the fence. And the ball just kept on going. And he fouls off the first pitch. No balls and a strike. One strike delivery from Holzberg. And this one is pulled foul. That's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And a 2-strike pitch on the way. High pop up. And this one is out of play. Nothing in 2. Gonzalez digs in. Holzberg delivers. And this one is fouled out of play again. No balls, 2 strikes. Lights are really starting to take effect now. It's been a long inning. And a 2-strike pitch. That one is in the dirt and blocked by Gifford. Counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Good swing, and he fouled it straight back. A ball and 2 strikes. And Holzberg delivers. There's a ground ball towards short. They're going to go to first, and it is not in time. Ball gets away, and that allows Fernandez to take third base. That's an RBI fielder's choice for Gonzalez. Matthew Gonzalez scores. It'll be that'll be an error on the shortstop, allowing Fernandez to score. And there's a ball hit towards third. Throw to first is in time. On the play, Gonzalez advances to second, and there's one away. Jason Altuve started the inning with a walk. 17-1, the Conquistadors lead. And a swing and a foul off the catcher's mask. Umpire will give Gifford a moment to make sure he's all right. And Gifford says yes. No balls and a strike. And Gifford gets a little bit more time. Again, that ball hit him right flush on the mask. 0-1, one out, and the pitch. It's in there for strike two. No balls, two strikes. And the pitch. It is in the dirt. Counts 1-2. And Holzberg from the stretch. There's a drive pretty well hit towards left. Williams will make the catch. And all runners will hold. So there are two outs. Brings up Daniel Reyes. Doubled earlier in the inning, his second double of the game. Two on, two out. And the pitch. It is in there for a strike. Nothing in one. And the pitch is in there for strike. No, it's inside. My mistake. Eagles will have 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom of the seventh. And the pitch is a fastball high and tight. Holzberg delivers and gets the bottom of the zone for strike two. Two balls, two strikes. And the 2-2 is in the dirt. That's ball three. Three balls, two strikes, two outs. The runners are at second and third. And the pitch. Ball four is inside and the bases are loaded. Two outs. Jordan Lewis steps up. He is 4 for 5. He has driven in 2 and scored 3. Holzberg will wind up with the bases loaded. And a first pitch fastball in there for a strike. A lot of men standing up in the Conquistador bullpen, but nobody throwing. Tristan Petty's been sitting a long time. Here's a one-strike pitch. High fly ball into center. Laffrey giving chase. He will get there and make the catch. That ends the inning, but a big inning for the Conquistadors. They score 6, and in the bottom of the 7th, Conquistadors lead it 17-1. Tristan Petty has come back out to pitch the seventh inning, and if he finishes the inning, he will earn a save by going 3 innings and ending the ball game. Parker Laffrey, Nate Norguris, and Drew Gifford are the hitters for TBC, barring any changes. And I'm looking around. I don't see any defensive changes for Florida National. And so Laffrey will step up. Nothing out of 2. Couple of ground balls. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Game 2 will start about half an hour after this one ends. We'll stop the feed and start up a brand new one. And Petty with the first pitch of the 7th. Hit hard into left field and a base hit. Laffrey leads off with a single. And it brings up Nate Norguris. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Led off the 3rd with a base hit and scored on a ground ball by Ryan Ongst. So Laffrey aboard at first. And Petty not too worried about the runner with the big lead. A swing, and I thought he foul tipped it. And we're going to have to make sure. Well, they're keeping Laffrey at second base, so that'll be a passed ball charged to the catcher. And a pop up over near the dugout and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Nate Norguris in the batter's box in an RBI situation. Laffrey bluffs and the pitch is fouled off. Still no balls, 2 strikes. So 2 strikes on Norguris. Looking to drive in Laffrey, who led off with a base hit. And the 2-strike pitch. Laffrey's on the move. The ball is in the dirt, and Laffrey steals third base. Nobody paying any attention to him, and he takes off. Of course, with a big lead like this, defense and the pitcher not too worried about the runners. A ball and 2 strikes. Norguris, a good opportunity to drive in a run. This should do it. The line drive is caught in center. Laffrey tags, and he will score. So hustle by Parker Laffrey leads to a run. Line drive to center and a sacrifice fly. Drew Gifford at the plate. 1 out, and we have a pinch hitter for Gifford. Jack Musgrave in the batter's box, and he takes the first pitch upstairs. Musgrave no hits yet on the season. Only 1 official at bat. He's been hit by a pitch a couple of times. Check swing, and they say it went around. A ball and a strike. 1 out. 1 run is in. And the pitch. There's a chopper towards third. Musgrave hustling. The throw to first is off the mark. And Musgrave is going to take second base, and he'll get there standing up. Infield single for Musgrave, and a throwing error allows him to get to second. Credit Musgrave with the hustle. He's at second for Seth Reeves. Seth has singled and flied to left. 1 for 2. Chance to drive and a run. Eagles not going down without a fight. They've already scored 1 and have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. Good swing by Reeves. He fouled that first pitch back. One strike pitch. And Petty delivers and gets strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High pop up on a check swing. Matthew Gonzalez makes the catch. That's out number 2. 2 outs for Graham Gorman. And Graham Gorman has been on base twice, 1 for 2 officially, a single and a walk. Chance for Gorman to drive and a run. Petty steps off. Time called. Base is empty, 2 men out. Eagles down to their final out. And Petty delivers and misses low at a snap throw to second, and the runner is back. Adrian Roman making a throw. He got it right on target, but Reeves, well aware at second base, trying to catch him sleeping, but he got back in plenty of time. 1 ball, no strikes to Gorman. Petty checks the runner and delivers, and there's a well-hit line drive toward the gap. This one has a chance to get down. That's it, base hit. Musgrave scores, and Seth Reeves has himself, or Graham Gorman rather, has himself an RBI double. Well, Eagles have scored 2 in the inning. Musgrave singled, got to second on the overthrow. Most likely would have scored from first, so that run is earned. And here's Ryan Ongst at the plate. He has an RBI fielder's choice to his credit. He's 0 for 3. And this one is popped up and right over the third base dugout. So Ongst down in the count, 0-1. And the pitch. Ground ball towards second. This should do it. Salgado's throw to first, and that's the ball game. Final score, Florida National University 17, Trinity Baptist College 3. Eagles are now 1-5. They're 1-2 in the South region. Florida National now 2-1. The winning pitcher, Luis Ayesa, his first win of the season, 1-0. Jose Michel takes a loss. He is now 0-2. And because he went 3 innings, Tristan Petty gets credit for his first save of the season. Well, that's going to do it for game number 1. We'll stop the feed now. Game 2 will begin at approximately 6:50. We'll set that up. Watch for the live indicator. You're watching TBC Eagles Baseball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network.